Hello friends, today we'll discuss with an example how to deal with inference problems. Today we'll discuss problem number 91 in OG13 in the critical reasoning part. The first we'll read the argument followed by the question stem. So let's read the argument. As said by an environmentalist, the Commissioner of Fish and Game Authority would have the public believe that the increase in the number of marine fish caught demonstrate that this resource is no longer endangered. This is a specious argument, as unsound as it would be to assert that the ever increasing rate at which rainforests are being cut down demonstrates a lack of danger to the resource. The real cause of increased fish catch is a greater efficiency in using technology than depleting resources. Now let's have a look at the question stem. The environmentalist statements, if true, best supports which of the following as a conclusion. So this clearly asks us to infer a conclusion from the above given argument. So let's connect all the statements that is given here. First we have a faulty explanation by a commissioner, which is which is brought forward by a environmentalist. Then the environmentalist gives a analogy by which he proves that the argument of the commissioner is completely wrong, and then he goes forward and gives the actual reason for the phenomena about which the environmentalist initially talks. So the conclusion, possible conclusion, could be that could actually emphasize on the mistake in the reasoning and reiterate the correct reason for it. This is one of the possible conclusions by which we could connect all the statements that is given in the argument. And an example of the conclusion is that indeed the interpretations can be opposite to what they have been stated by the commissioner, or it could be that the fishes are indeed in trouble of elimination, or they are indeed endangered. This could be the other possible conclusion by which we could connect all the statements. So let's have a look at the logical structure of the argument. The number of fishes increased is due to more number of fishes, which means that they are less endangered, as said by the environment by the commissioner of game and fish. And the analogy to this drawn by the environmentalist is that increased felling of trees means that there is no danger to the trees. This helps to understand that the statements made by the game officer is completely wrong. And then is the statement which is made by the environmentalist, which states the actual reason for the uh, fall in the for the actual reduction in the number of fishes, and which states that the increased catch of fish is due to increased technology. So with this we need to draw inference. We need to infer a conclusion from the stated the statements that is made above. So let's see what the options are. So the first option states that the use of technology is the reason for increasing encroachment of people on nature. Now again, this may or may not be true. Uh, the argument specifically talks of improved technology in catching fish, but this is a very general kind of a statement, and it does not link all the statements that are made in the argument. So this is clearly not the right answer. Option 2 states that it is possible to determine how many fish are in the sea in some way other than catching fish. Now again, our main aim or main focus in the argument is not at all to determine any other way of catching fish other than what is stated. So this is clearly the wrong answer. Okay, so let's go to option 3. The option 3 is that proportion of marine fish that are caught is as high as the proportion of rainforest trees that are cut down each year. Now our main purpose, our main focus is finding out the reason for actually finding out the reason for the decrease in fish number of fishes, and finding out whether they are actually endangered or not. So this is the main focus of the argument, and the purpose of stating the analogy is not to compare between the number of fishes and the number of trees. So there is no kind of comparison between both these statements. So this is completely wrong. Then we go to option 4, which states that modern technologies waste resources by catching inedible fish. Now this is again nowhere stated in the argument. We have nowhere stated about inedible fish or connected it with modern technologies. So again, this is completely wrong. Finally, we go to option 5. Marine fish continue to be an endangered species. Now here, this clearly links both all the statements that are given in the argument, and this links uh, and this actually tells us that if the reason for the increase in number of fishes is improved technology and not the actual really increase in the number of fishes, then the clear reason is that fishes continue to be an endangered resource, and that their numbers have not actually increased. So this is like a clear this reason is actually this conclusion is actually very clear, and that the fact is indeed true, and it is clearly emphasized by all the statements that are made in the argument, hence it is correct. Okay, so